so it bounced from R4. That was my whole thing to be look into that. And then after I made money on for first the move upside, and then I was okay. I make 3.5 hour. I'm good. And then after that, I took okay. This is like a kind of it's rejecting R6. I'm gonna take short, and then a whole thing triggered me up. I don't know, that habit was never in my psychology before. I was think 4 5 months ago, and slowly I'm getting to that point. It's kind of I want to be like right every time. That's kind of thing. It's not as point of view. I know what's wrong, but I'm not able to overcome that. So that's the whole thing I'm feeling right now.
Well, so it sounds like we need to make you like a hard rule set
Okay,
that you follow every single day.
okay,
Some real basic things are like um, one is do not move your stop loss.
okay,
Another would be use an ATR based stop loss.
okay.
So you're using direct stop loss because you know there's a lot of temptation to try to get a really tight stop loss so you
Yeah.
can either make more money or make your money in a short amount of time.
Okay.
But I use a 15-minute chart and I look at the ATR of a
Okay.
15-minute chart,
Okay.
and that's how I evaluate what kind of stop I need. And at
Okay.
the very least, it'll keep you in the trade for at least one 15-minute candle.
Okay.
Sometimes if you use too tight of a stop, like you'll get stopped out in 1 or 2 minutes, and then that happens a couple times, and then you can't trade anymore.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that the same thing like
another one would be to only take a maximum of 4 trades per day.
okay.
Like max. I mean, even 4 trades per day, that's a little bit too much even. But
Okay.
have you been using Thor's rules, which is if you win one trade, you could take another trade. If you lose that trade, you stop for the day. If you
No.
win 2 trades, you could take one more trade. You could take 2 more trades.
So
If you lose one trade but gain one trade, you could still take one more. But
okay.
if you lose that, you just stop for the
N-
day.
No, I do like I have like I have in the books, but problem again up like in I was maximum 5 trade, 3 hour max loss, and never move stop loss, and never add up or something like that. I had written up everything. So I that actually, as you say before, if you help me, like I can give you my rule set in my like what where I am comfortable, and every day I give you chart and they say, okay, this rule I messed up this day, or these are rules I follow all the day. And then it's gonna be like then I will see, okay, which rule we gonna bend it out, or which rule need to be more 4 days, five trade, 4 trade, like something like that. Because now my win rate is very low, like around 33% or something like that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You could I've had days where I lost 2 trades, but I
Okay,
had one winning trade,
okay,
and I make really good money. I mean,
okay,
you could literally have, you could have 2 losses and one win, and
okay,
as long as you're holding the target, you'll still end the day with 2R,
okay,
right? So yeah, I used to have a pretty high hit rate, like try to keep it around 75 to 80%.
okay.
But when I started like holding for 4R, actually a little bit more, but 4R, my win rate went way down to like
Okay.
between 50% and maybe 66%.
Okay.
But my P&L went up.
Okay.
So I used to stress over my hit rate because because you see
Yeah.
other people say, "Oh, I got an 80% hit rate,"
80%, yeah.
but I realized that the hit rate doesn't really matter. What matters if you have money at the end of the day.
So yeah, you are right. Like when you have more bigger winner, so that's overcome everything. So like why I'm getting small win rate, because I'm trying to do scalp thing. Like a scalp thing means like a very tight stop loss. If it goes, and sometimes it goes, and then when it's go, I want to be like a book at least 6 7 hours to overcome all the my like losses I had before. So I kind of get frustrated with all the stuff because other thing is paying so much commission and equities because with IEB, so it's
Right.
so much even to make because I'm still in a $20 risk ratio right now. I'm cutting myself way back. I'm trying to learn first, then I'm gonna maybe scale up. So I'm very basic, just trying to hold what I can hold. So uh,
Yeah,
these
get out of that scalping mindset.
okay,
Scalping doesn't work unless you have a really large account.
yes, yes,
And so if you have a really large account, say you go in like $50,000
okay,
into something, you really only need, a, a 10-cent move and you
yes,
made 500 bucks on the day.
yes,
But if you're helping with like a small account,
yes.
it just never adds up, and then your commissions are going to eat into. So scalping only works if you're like Andrew Aziz,
Oh yeah.
you
That
know. And
that I was in a BBT room. That habit I picked from him. Like I really want to rid it of that. When you see somebody now, I'm with the Thor. Trying to pick up his stuff. I had read his book, everything, article and everything, but still I don't know. It may be so much addictive, the kind of stuff because it look like you are doing gambling with the scalping. You don't know what.
it is, I mean, it's not gambling if you really know what you're doing and you have a really good read on the market.
Okay.
But scalping never worked for me. I remember when I was trying to get into Thor's mentoring, like
Okay.
this is before like he had a sign up sheet. It
Okay.
seemed like, and Thor never answers his email, so I basically send him my trades and show him my win rate, and
Okay.
I'd win rate at like 90% at one time,
Wow.
but I was only making maybe like $50, maybe
Okay.
sometimes even $20 per day. Because you know what I do?
Okay.
I'd get in a trade as soon as I get in, and I started partialing, move my stop to break even,
Okay.
and you get stopped out.
The same
So
thing
yeah,
right
you
now
have a
I'm
really
doing.
high hit rate, but you don't really make money, or I never made money that way. So I kind of got over that pretty quickly when I
So
realized, well,
I
just like you said, it's not even paying for my DOS, it's not even
yeah,
paying for my subscriptions.
yeah. So I have like I don't know what I'd say. I can show you something. 1 second, please.
Okay.
1 second. Share screen.
Yeah, you have a pretty good understanding of our system.
Yeah. So this is change. Okay, go. Where's it go? 1 second. Oh no, it's not allow me to go live. Okay, how I can share? 1 second. We cannot able to share screen here, or we can do here.
I think you can. At the bottom, if you there should be like a little icon of a
Oh,
screen, and it's got a little arrow.
they
Click
asking
on
me
that.
they
Be
asking
able
me
to
to go to
share.
Nitro or something. I don't know. They maybe don't want me to do. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Maybe no, no, they don't want allow share application audio. Well, sorry, 1 second. I'm taking a little long. Screen divider.
You can take a screenshot too and send it to me.
Yeah. So now I want to show you Trading View. I had something on Trading View that helped me. But what my 1 second. I just want to show you. So that's why I want to little. Oh shit. I used to do go live. Okay, yeah, here we go. I think you can
Here we
see.
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is like I had to make little bit, by all what we have in Thor room. That's because I'm in Canada. I don't have access for a toss or something.
I see.
So so this is my like a little bit study in a trading view. That
Okay.
tells you everything with session cam, wide cam,
Okay.
higher cam,
Okay. Great.
daily ATR, how much with including pre-market, only market, and how the status for ATR, under ATR, and which cam is active right now.
Mhm.
So that's kind of thing here. So my problem is like if I have like you see the block here, the yellow block.
Yeah.
So my idea is if I'm taking like let's I want to take a trade with R6 now. If I'm with the price within this block, so I can take a trade. So that's like within the range for 7% of ETR for the day. So
Okay.
it's like still 7% to like then it's good to I from my point of view it's good to be taken to consider to be that. So my problem is that sometimes I like chase the price a lot. So even like in the early in the morning, here R6, R4 was active cam. So that was giving me the bounce for like right now you see the block is gone.
Yeah.
Like yeah, because the price is now above R6 and that break that rule. So even in the early in the morning, I show you how it's running. So
Let's look at the daily chart. Can you click on the daily?
yeah, okay, 1 second. Yeah, 1 second.
Look at the daily. So the daily is going to be your first. You're going to look at that first, and you're going to determine,
Yeah.
well, are we bullish or bearish on the daily?
So because that had a break high of the like local range kind of stuff. So that was I'm thinking to be go long. So that was my whole idea in the AMD.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a whole. That's why I'm in the first in the day. First, not in the day. I mean, early in the day, I was looking only for R4 bounce because the opening higher and everything. 130 was the day, and then I made money 3R, and from that move, I can show you my actual chart. Oh shit.
So one recommendation
Okay.
is if you.
Yes.
I just lost your screen.
Okay. One second.
One recommendation is if you identify the daily as bullish and then the intraday,
Okay.
your 15-minute, 5-minute is bullish,
Okay.
only look for a long.
Okay.
It might be tempting to try to short R6 on one of those days,
Okay.
but Thor says if you're working against the daily chart and then your intraday is a certain way,
Okay.
if you try to go opposite of that, it's kind of like sailing against the wind.
Okay.
It may work, but it's going to be really frustrating. It
Okay.
may take forever,
Okay.
and it may just never get there. So if you identify the market structure on the daily and intraday as bullish,
Okay.
only look for a long. It's going
Okay.
to make your life a lot easier.
Okay.
It just will.
Okay. So yeah, these are like trades. I like I don't want to be bring everything in the particular trade, but I want to be overall focus on like how I can make it my system. That's I'm thinking the thing I'm lagging so much. I know the stuff like I mean I have learned I have know the system, but the whole thing is missing a system in a strong rule structure and with the accountability. That's a kind of feeling right now.
Okay.
So yeah, if like I will give you like in a maybe in a text or some screenshot, so I will send you the like a 5 6 rules that I really want to be follow, and then I'm gonna send you every day my report how I did on those rules and how much my PNL, how the like everything. If you like give me only 5 minutes to view in that, and that would be really really appreciated, sir.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of what I fill out every single day.
Okay.
I just sent it to you. It's
Yeah.
just basically a habit tracker.
Okay.
And honestly, some of these things may seem kind of trivial, like
Okay.
making sure I get up at a certain time, making sure I go on a bike ride.
Okay.
But the truth is, the more you discipline your life,
Okay.
the more you're gonna build discipline and self-control. So
Okay.
the name of the game in trading is self-control
Okay.
and then confidence. And then confidence. But you're not gonna have confidence unless you are able to follow like your habits and everything every single day. That alone will build discipline, which builds confidence.
Okay.
It's hard to have confidence at first if you just keep getting stopped out, if you keep chasing price, and if you don't do this. But you don't have to do exactly like this. But
Okay.
I recommend making something similar
Okay.
like this.
Okay. That's a little outside of the trading, like a daily life have to be get control for the daily life and then also focus on the trading. That's the kind of stuff you want to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, little things like afternoon walk,
Okay.
like it may not seem that important,
Yes.
but taking an afternoon walk, like in nature or at your
Yeah.
park or just even around the neighborhood, that's going to clear your mind.
Okay, sir.
And a clear mind is what you want. You don't want to, especially if you maybe had some bad trades that day.
Okay.
If you go for a walk, all that
Okay.
stuff's going to melt away and you won't even think about it anymore.
Okay, sir.
And you do this for a week, you do this for a month, do this for 3 months. You just get in the habit of doing this, and then your confidence is going to build exponentially the more you do this.
Okay, sir. So, okay, so right, okay, I get you, sir. So now I'm gonna build like what the rules I feel like I'm gonna build because I have kid and I have a job, so I'm gonna be like lay out everything what I can do, like what's the my ideal situation should be. So
Perfect.
according to that, I'm gonna build my rules for life, and then according to like only for trading, I'm gonna separate my trading rules separately, and then like you have checklist for whole other stuff. I'm gonna bring that into account to the in the really way. So then maybe once a week, maybe I just give you like end of the week how I did on the daily stuff, like just to like
Yeah, at the end of the week, just send me like your checklist. And
yeah.
you know, there's days like last week I didn't feel good, so
Okay.
I've been having problems falling asleep.
Okay.
So I wasn't waking up at 6:30, but
Okay.
that's okay. Like I'm doing it again now this week, so it is what it is.
So
The goal is not to be perfect. The goal
okay.
is to track your progression.
Okay, sir.
And progress will lead to confidence.
So how I'm just a question, personal question. How old you, sir?
I'm 55.
55. Okay, okay, sir. Actually, like I had never seen your picture or I saw something like that. Maybe someday. Yeah. Okay. No, no,
I'm a
not
pretty
yet.
young.
Oh,
I've been told I'm a pretty young 55, but that may or may not be a good thing.
yeah. No. No, you say
For a long
old.
time,
So
so Socrates had this term called the puer eternus. In
okay.
Latin, it means the eternal child,
Okay.
and I suffer from that. Like I matured and grew up really late in life, so
Okay.
it's not exactly a good thing that I'm like a young 55. Like I still don't act really like a 55-year-old. But,
Oh.
as long as I track my habits and I keep doing like
Okay.
follow my rules, it just builds maturity
Yes.
and eventually
Yeah.
I'll be able to be a fully realized, mature adult. You know,
Okay.
I know I'm not there yet, but one day,
Yeah, so no, like
we'll
everybody
get there.
evolving. So yeah, like that's why I want to talk with some people really know what the struggle is. But like struggle means what kind of struggle we are in. So that's why I like. Yeah, I heard you in sometime in a room. I like you guys are always in like guiding other ones. So I see like why not I ask people so he maybe help me. So I just want to give a really good shot this time like again. So maybe let's go through.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, believe me, I've been there. I've washed out of like three accounts, well, two
okay.
accounts, and then the third I just stopped. And I've, yeah, I mean, it's taken me about 4.5 years to even see like
Okay.
some decent success. So, it was very frustrating, especially reading Andrew's book where he says after maybe 3 months, six
Yeah.
months, you could go live. At
Yeah.
6 months, I was still losing like lots of money. So
Okay.
it took me a lot longer than the average person, but if I could help any of you guys to reach the same place I have, I'll do my best.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I've definitely been there.
No, that's really grateful for you, sir. Really grateful for you. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna like right now. Okay. Like I don't want to be like getting so much of you. Like I mean, you know what I mean. So I just want to be like okay. So somebody watching me, somebody have back on me, so that that guy can guide me if I'm in really trouble. If I'm really feeling something bad or something, my feeling, I maybe send you text message or something, or maybe once
Oh
a.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I, you know, I'm a pretty empathetic person, so
Oh, okay.
you could be open and just talk to me. Like, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. Like, I tried to kill myself about 15 years ago,
Oh wow.
and because I was just such a failure, and I
Oh.
was in such a dark place, and I turned to God
Oh,
and
okay.
became a born again Christian, um, but I've been there, Deep Sundu. Like
So
I've been through the trenches, so
okay.
whatever, if you're ever feeling bad or just want to talk, I'm here for you.
Yeah, so thank you, sir. I like other things you can call me just Jag, like my first
Yeah,
third.
we're not like that's easier.
Yeah, so like because the Jagdeep is my first name and Sandhu is my last name. So that's kind of
Oh, okay, Jack, I like that.
yeah. So
So,
I'm from India, actually. So
okay.
I moved in Canada 2015, is around 10 years ago. So I work around in Canada, like I get my all the paperwork. I'm got settled down in Canada now. I have family here. So I'm working full-time job in tool and die making. Maybe you know that, what's do that. So I'm just like this is like I started in the like in COVID time, like you know most of the people start in the COVID time. You know when that's everybody was looking for something new or something like and could make money at home. So I was that of the guy, but I really like it. You can make money here. So I was pretty good with the rules before. Like I be honest with 2 3 years I was pretty good. I was feeling, but problem was I was never scaled up. I was never able to scale myself up. I was making money consistently 2 3 months, and but problem was I had a very small account that time. I want to feel confidence, but instead of feeling confidence, I lose my confidence now the long term.
Yeah, well, we'll build it up. The
Yeah.
only way to build up your confidence is really tracking your progression and, I mean, you really have to follow your rules.
Oh, okay.
You have to practice self-control. So, like
Okay.
today in the AMD trade,
Okay.
no, when you're looking, we open above R4.
Okay.
So the only trade you should be looking for is R4 long to R6.
Yes.
And it sounds like you got it, but then you try to go short again, which
Yeah.
here's another thing. If you get if you get close to your daily goal, say it's like 4 hours or something, you
Yeah.
hit 3.5 hour, I
Yes.
would just stop for the day, just so I mean, that's going to build your confidence too. If you keep trying
Yes.
to get in and out, you're not, your second trade is not going to hit 3.5 R, right?
Yes.
So, just take the 3.5 R and then maybe go read and study and
Okay.
watch some videos, but just be happy with that on the day.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, the next day you'll come in feeling confident because
Yes.
you made your analysis, you followed it, you made money the previous day.
Yes.
See, it's all about building, your psychology plays such a huge role in this.
Yes.
So we really need to get our psychology in check.
Okay.
Self-control is how you're going to make money.
Okay.
I mean, it just is.
Okay.
So the AMD trade, just wait for it to come back and make a rule that you basically only buy the cam pivot, or
Okay.
say you want to do an order block entry, you only buy that.
Yeah.
And that way it'll keep you from taking
So-
a trade like up at R5 or something where you shouldn't.
Yeah. So
So-
thing is
It
like
doesn't have to be exactly R4, but maybe within 25 cents, like only if your analysis says bullish on the daily, bullish intraday, open above R4, you buy a pullback to R4 and you
Okay.
hold to R6, and
Yeah.
then you end your day.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
So that was like that's why I spent like so much time no on this system, like study feature on trading view. It's have everything counted, everything. It's have in the back calculation. It have calculated a daily trend. It have calculated last 3 days trend, and is a cam narrow, a wide cam, and then have or what is it call it like how the VWAP moving from the last 3 days, and then on base of that give me only like play which way to go. So I'm just be honest with, if I just follow that system I have it, so I may make made money more than I have maybe making now, but I don't know. I search for the answer, but same thing. I'm screwing up every day. Like I'm you know what I mean. So that even early in the day that AMD give me like okay opportunity to go long from R4, and the same thing with the Tesla was giving short from R3 or R4, and even you can see now it's still a little bit I don't saying that my system is 100%, but that you don't have to think much because I have something to rely on, but I'm just failing to be executing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, the execution, that's self-control too. Like,
Yes.
if you know it's opening above R4,
Yeah.
You don't want to buy a dollar above R4. You want to buy exactly R4 if you can. I
Yeah.
do that sometimes with limit orders.
Okay.
I'll just, instead of getting in the market, I'll just set a limit order right in R4.
Okay,
And if
sir.
it comes back and hits me, um, it's great. If a lot of times I will miss an entry,
Okay.
but it's better to miss an entry and not lose money
Okay.
than to chase price and to lose money. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So,
got it. Yeah.
and a limit order is a good way to overcome your psychological problem of not executing when you should. Like
Okay.
either it gets down to R4 and pulls away, and then you jump in afterwards,
Okay.
or you don't take the trade because it missed R4. This
Okay.
way, at the very least, when you show me a trade at the end of the day, I'll be
Okay.
like, well, that's a great entry, Jag.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't work, but
Yeah.
nice entry.
Yeah.
That's following your rules.
Yeah.
They're not always going to work, because the
Yeah.
market is a random beast. Like you
Yeah.
could have a Fed speaker come out and
Oh yeah.
it could be perfectly going well, and then Fed speaker comes out and ruins the day.
Yes.
But as long as you followed your rules,
Okay.
that's still a win.
Yes.
You execute, see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
you really got to make it so that you're just executing correctly. And so sometimes maybe just using a limit order, and
Okay.
that way at least you don't chase price. Because I had the same thing.
Yeah.
I found like I'd either chase the price or it'd come down and hit R4 and pull away, and I wouldn't take the trade.
Okay.
And so I just figured out, well, I'm just going to use my platform, my NinjaTrader platform, to overcome my failure to execute.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So using a limit order, like I said, you'll
Okay.
show me the trade, or you show Thor the trade, and the worst Thor will say is, well,
Okay.
that's a great entry. Like you
Okay.
can't say anything worse than that, right?
Okay. Yeah. So really appreciate, sir, you like what you're gonna do for me. So I'm gonna like for tomorrow forward, I'm gonna be like trying to be like explain a little bit what I'm thinking the trade if, before the market, before the like trade, and like kind of I'm gonna give you a little bit. So maybe I'm gonna think how I can like in very small contest and give you whole information what I'm doing. So then according to that, because I my point, I don't want to take you a lot of time to be like just looking okay what I'm doing. So then you can see okay why he's saying something else and but he doing something else. So that's just to give me like okay, Jagdeep, you are not like truth to yourself because you're not following your own rules. So
Right.
that's really I really looking for that.
Okay, yeah. Well, just send me a screenshot at the end of the day so I
Yep.
can see how many trades you've taken.
Okay.
And just send me like a one sentence thing or maybe one paragraph just saying, I saw this trade,
Yep.
you said this, so I did this.
Okay, sir.
And then at the end of the week, just send me your habit tracker,
Okay.
and then we could then it's not really for me. I mean,
Okay.
I'll get on you if you don't do it, but it's really for you.
No,
We want to
yes.
build good trading. We want to build good trading habits.
Yes.
You want to build your self confidence, and
Yes.
over time, you're just going to become a better trader because of it.
Yeah, okay. I really want to be like that way. So, yeah, so yeah, I will definitely do that. I will definitely from tomorrow on, I will like, first of all, I will hold up. I'm gonna think about how much I can like, the rules and everything. So then lay out everything and then give you like what I want to track and what you see in bad or something like that.
Yeah, perfect. I
Okay.
mean, it could be like little things too, like just I don't know if you have kids, but like
I have kid, that small kid.
yeah, I mean, it could be like simple rules, like I read to my kid,
Oh,
I
okay.
read to my child today, like all these different things. They're just positive things for your life.
Oh, okay.
If you could do these things over and over, week after week, month over month, you're
Okay.
gonna build your discipline's gonna build, and your self confidence gonna build because you're gonna trust yourself
Okay.
to do the things that you promised yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
So,
what I'm lagging behind.
So send me some trades, at the end of the day.
Okay.
If you want, we can meet tomorrow again at noon.
Oh yeah,
and we'll
sure.
just go over
Yeah,
how
so
you're doing.
yeah,
I'll
yeah. So like tomorrow again, same time. I think that's gonna better for me.
okay,
Yeah.
tomorrow at noon. I'll
Yeah.
meet you again.
Oh, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Really appreciate it, sir. Really,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, take care.
Yeah, thank you, sir.